Anyway,
Sick.
cool.
What's next?
Next is me. It is, in my never-ending quest to talk about digital real estate and flipping websites and people making money online and newsletters, etc. I've come across something that I'm really pumped for. I signed up for it today, and it's called Swap Stack. And basically, it is a way for you to sell sponsorships in your newsletters. And I know we did a tab where we talked about the marketplace. I think it's Deuce to sell and buy newsletters. But one common question people always have for me when I talk about how easy it is to build newsletters, like how do you make money from that newsletter? Well, you can do affiliate deals from ClickBank or go to OfferVault and find something, or you can sell direct sponsorship to someone, or you can go to something like SwapStack. And so swapstack.co, one thing I thought was really cool is they have like a newsletter pricing suggestion, and they suggest charging on what they call CPO, cost per open, so cost per 1,000 opens. And that being a range from, $25 to like $100, depending on how niche your audience is. And I think that's actually a really good example. So for everyone that's building newsletters just on stuff they love, that's got like 10,000 subscribers, which I know seems like a mountain when you're just starting out, but if you've really been writing on something you love for a couple of years and you got 10,000 subs, it's not so crazy. And you're getting 40% opens, you're getting, it's just the easy way to go grab $300-400 for every newsletter you send. And if you're doing one of those a day, every month, you all of a sudden have that elusive 10K a month, that we were talking about earlier, right? That sort of works.
Yeah, there's some good ones in here. Like there's plenty of them that are like under 1,200 subs or whatever it is, so it's like super niche, but there's a bunch of them that are like pretty solid.
I mean, I'll tell you, let me log in right now. What's really interesting is that what they have is the brands in there that have their budgets ready to go, and they formulate like telling you how much they're willing to spend. And so like if you want to go, like shout out to SwapStack, but like for example, like right here, this relationship hero is looking for a minimum sub count of 1,000. They are willing to pay, their budget's $15,000 in total. Their success definition is $150 CAC or less, so cost to acquire a customer. But yeah, there's a ton of cool stuff in here, like Launch House. Not to blow up Launch House's spot, but I don't know if you guys know what Launch House is. Launch House is trying to find new people for their cohorts to live in Launch House. They got a $5,000 budget. But yeah, if you got the right newsletter, I mean, Launch House, Tab Talk's definitely got the right audience for you. You know what I'm saying? If you're trying to grab
something. Tab Talk's in here. We've got $250. We're looking for anything.
But I think it's just really cool, right? It's a cool. Like I think if you're on a mission, like at the Bears Minimum, I often talk about like. There's tons of websites for sale, do like 100,000 visitors a month. Throw a pop-up on there, go grab those subscribers, capture 2% of them. You got 2,000 subs a month, 12 months, 24,000 subs. At a 20% open, you got 5,000 people opening your daily email. At a $50 cost per open per 1,000, now you're making $250 a day from that email, and you're just doing that 20 days a month, 5 days a week. That's $5,000 a month. Like you just added $150,000 to $200,000 of value to that website. Like I'm not even fucking around.
Is it like an average, like a CPM or something people can use for like by open rate?
What they suggest, and I've never heard this metric before, but I kind of like it as a concept. They say, the range of 25 to 80 being sort of for very niche, stuff like, and high value audiences, and 25, that range being for the general content audiences. So I'd say
they're also talking about
25
per conversion
per 1,000 opens, per.
They're also talking about.
That's solid.
I just saw some copy on here about paying per conversion. So there must be a couple angles.
It's crazy.
On it.
The Daily Dot is on here, which is like a decently legitimate publication with 150,000 subs, and I'm like, I've got like 8 brands with more subs than that shit. That's good. That's wild.
Yeah. Well, I think people, I don't know the exact numbers, but I think Morning Brew had like 3 million subs and sold for like $70 million, right? Like it's just how engaged is your audience and what's the demo, right? But anyway, I just think it's this is like one of those easy, I love stuff like this anyway, but this is like a low-hanging fruit. There's like tons of people that I just like think probably have a newsletter or Substack. I have no idea how to monetize it.
Yeah, I mean, so you got to go. You white label the cosmetic. You know what I'm saying? You put shiitake mushrooms in it. You take it over here to the women's corner, and a few other. Where did I just put? She said, "Let's go." 90,000 subs.
Boom.
Yeah, and just bang that shit per conversion. Let's go.
100%. And by the way, I'm working on a thread and little guide on this as well, which is the other route, which is like the way that Agora and all these other big direct response newsletter companies work is basically more like solo ads, like basically like they build newsletters off of other newsletters, right? So it's like I'll pay you $3 to sign up to my newsletter all day, right? If they're in the right niche. And I'm just, instead of selling you a product, like send it out to your 100,000 subs. Let me get 3,000 subs off you at $3. I'll pay you 9 racks. That's not a problem, because obviously if you've got a good enough back end in the long run, there's good money to be made. So anyway, that's just another interesting way to look at it.
Futurist is on here with 760K subs and 26% open rate, and I was like, any technology hardware company should be hitting that shit. I'm about to send that to someone right now.
the alpha.
That's
the alpha,
straight up.
Pure alpha. We only drop alpha in Tab Talk. In fact, it could be called Alpha Talk.
Yeah, and if we don't see a thread around that this week, though, because here's the thing: is we drop the alpha in it, and it just like stays on the pod. You know what I'm saying? We got to bring that out in the world. It's got to hit the newsletter. It's got, it's got to get in a thread. We're gonna pop the YouTube video out. You know what I mean? Like, give it to the people. Give them the breakdowns.
You guys will be pumped. I already have an email sent to myself about writing a thread on this.
Killing me, brother. Yeah.
No, but I use this app.
My man's got like an amazing graphic of his like year-long roadmap with like fucking flowcharts, and the whole thing is like send himself email reminders.
No, but I use
done.
No, but hold up. I use an app. I want to shout it out for the email reminders. It's called Brain Toss. I love it. You put in your email address one time, you pick up your phone, you tap it, and you just say whatever you want to it, and it automatically emails a transcript and a voice note to yourself. So like I'm like, instead of typing it out, like it's a real simple.
Red flag. Bro,
that we were trying to make that ad sound organic. Sorry, I'm trying to get you out of what you just said. That's the only way I can get you out of.
All right. Well, now that
James, you lost all the magic when you started talking about emailing yourself.
Yeah, I'm saying, you're talking about guys. Colin's got like the 8th gen Coda workflow. You know?
Yeah. I had you on this like digital real estate guru pedestal, and then you're like, just email myself a note.
My man's like, let me chisel that in a tablet.
Let me tell you how the way you would do it. All right. The idea is better yet. You have a catch-all email for your team. Okay. How about that? The email you set up, instead of you just, when you're on the go for a voice note for your VA, it goes out. Whoever's on the team gets to it first. A zap goes off. I don't know. I'm trying to overcomplicate it, but
I can do an Evernote workflow like by voice and just be like, open January note, like open marketing note, like add text. It's like, this is like, we're 2021, brother. Let's go. 2022. We in the future, brother.
Right,
we gotta show you Asana sometime.
Right, great tab.
Yeah, I know. I'm building that whole thing on Asana actually. Anyway,
actually, the voice notes are. Being able to having a workflow for taking a voice note and doing something with it, I get it. Just anything but emailing yourself. Anything.
Exactly.
You'd have to like print out a
voice note
piece
by
of
itself.
paper. That would be better.
It emails me the voice note, so like that's sort of like it's just the place where it goes. I'm sure we could set it up
so you can go find an attachment later. And use like media player on your phone.
Siri, open. Well, I guess now open Outlook. Is that what?
When I text you boys, those bubbles don't turn up green. Don't pretend you need some. Yeah,
you're right. No, but it feels that way when you start talking like this.
Anyway,
he said, "Don't you dare slander me as an Outlook user."
If anyone enjoys the real alpha I'm dropping here on how to make money, you go check out SwapStack. All right. That's it.
Yo, SwapStack was fire. SwapStack was great. You lost us when you got into like it was like brain toss. I was like, a sick board game. I don't know if
true. All right.
It's like